Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so make sure you guys please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those magnificent things, child. I'm having my tall cup of coffee this morning. I got that New Orleans chicory. Is it chicory? Okay. It's strong too, okay? And so, oh, it's good too. And so, listen, um, I was up doing some research and I ran across some stuff that may be true, okay? Angela and YOGOTTI has been in the news lately, okay? Angela confirmed their breakup and all of those things, okay? And it seems to me that, there has been some type of NDA signed. I'm sure that there was a contract. That's what I seem like. It would seem like to me. Some things that she cannot talk about. But I think that she ended up really falling in love with YOGOTTI. At this point, I think he looked at her as a good look. He had been confessing, proclaiming his crush for Angela, and he finally got her. Angela comes from a reputable family where her uncle was a mogul, her father was a mogul, and I think Gotti wanted to use her for that. I think he felt like Angela and I would be the next Jay-Z and Beyonce, because I would hear him say things that I've heard Jay-Z say in the past when he and Beyonce's relationship, first started, right? But around this time, it would have been a good thing if this situation had not happened to Young Dolph, okay? And so around that time he got with her. This is after they sent the hit on Young Dolph, because if anybody from Memphis, Angela probably didn't know. But everybody in Memphis, when this first happened, they already knew that it had came from his camp, because everybody that had sent hits at Young Dolph, if you go and pull up old news clips, had came from out of his camp. One of his execs is in jail for now, had been charged with trying to take him out, right? Keon, okay? After that, Black Youngster and some of his people in North Carolina, when they had someone to go hit up his van 100 times, like every attempt on his life came from them. Okay, and so like right after this, happened, I'm thinking this is when she finally decided to give YOGOTTI a chance. She blindly walked into something, okay? And I think he looked at it as a situation that could help also, because when they finally took Young Dolph out, I think it hit differently than what they thought it would. I think they felt like people would they would be able to just kill him, or pay to have him taken out, and then people would forget about it. It'd be business as usual. But when they took him out, it hit differently. Okay, what happened was God allowed the vloggers, whether they was lying or not, even when they was paying vloggers to try and mislead the people, it still sensationalized the situation, because God says, what you mean for bad, I'll make it for good. And it has Young Dolph's case has been one of those cases where people are just curious, right? Very sensationalized. And people are curious, right? Because they know that his hit came from the camp of someone who now calls himself a mogul, and was more than like, and according to the DA, the district attorney, was the lawyers and stuff for the hitters that took him out was paid for by YOGOTTI's music company, right? Now, Angela gets into this situation, and people are going, Angela's father, and we know TV is TV. He really had set them up really nice. He was able to not put a lot of drama around his family. We really love Ron's house and how he depicted his children, right? He was able to create a lot of opportunities for his children, right? And so finally, when Gotti and them take out Young Dolph, and Interscope gives them that $100 million loan, it's like he started to go up. But God does not give everything. We know that the industry is full of evil. Sometimes the devil will trick you by making you think that you're winning and start to give you all those things. It always goes back to when, and I got to say this because I know they be looking at my blog. Shout out to Gotti because he the biggest fan. Okay. Um, and so, and I don't like being hard on Gotti because I was definitely a fan of Gotti, but this stuff, it has to be, attention has to be brought to it because we cannot have this type of stuff in our community. And I take it very personally because we all came up in the city of Memphis, right? Okay, I am not a transplant in Memphis. I'm born and raised in Memphis, okay? So I saw the effect that it had on my city, okay? And so, this situation happened with the Young Dolph, and let me go back to what I was ready to say about before I get on into the tea. Y'all know I have to go ahead and pour the tea and all of that. Then I start to put the sugar and the honey in, okay? Because I'm the honeybee, okay? And so, anyways, so what happens is, what the devil would do is, the devil has been tricking people out of their positions since the beginning of time. When Jesus was fasting 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, the enemy came at his weakest and told him if he would just bow down and do everything he wanted, he would give him all the riches and the glory and stuff that he wanted. And what people keep forgetting is, and they keep selling their souls and they have to reap for that. Jesus told the devil, Satan, get thee behind me. Ain't nobody rebuking Satan no more. They're indulging in materialistic things that are not lasting. He says, man should not live by bread alone. And we know, what do they call money now? They call money bread. Okay? Bread, gang, bread. I got my bread. Man should not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. If I'm not saying it right, it's similar, okay? And so, but the devil kept trying to tempt him. And so, the Bible says when the Spirit of God comes in like a flood, when the enemy comes in like a flood, you're supposed to to lift the standard. And the problem is people are not lifting standards. They are indulging and accepting temporary things from the devil. And even though they're seeing other people pay for it, you can't build a house on sand. And YOGOTTI and them built the house on sand. Here's the thing. YOGOTTI and them YOGOTTI had the talent. He had signed bad deals. Young Dolph didn't. He was smart enough to watch and see and not. And so he was supposed to be proud of that brother for that. But instead, jealousy crept in and it just went awry. And this is where we are now, okay? But Angela and YOGOTTI's breakup has been very their breakup has been very public, okay? And Angela was on Angela Yee, and you could tell that she was hurt and all of that, because she came short of saying, well, she said, I wouldn't have chosen it. So it makes me feel like he put her in a corner where he let her know, right? Because men are like that. They don't like to burn bridges, okay? They like to just up and leave without closure, so you can be left without closure without really burning bridges, so they can bring their asses back, right? Later on when shit don't work out for them. So I think he put her in a corner where he was showing her that he really didn't want her anymore. And they want you to call it out. They'll stop talking, start acting a damn fool, and put you in a position where they've stressed you out so much where you're calling it off, right? Because they don't want to be the first to do it because they're cowards, right? And so some of them, not all of them, because y'all know these men on here sensitive. They make me cuss them out because when they get sensitive, they don't know how to have healthy conversations. All they know how to do is take digs, right? And so anyways, now the rumor is, I'm getting ready to stop pouring the honey in the tea, okay? Is that YOGOTTI is seeing his artist none other than Lehla Samia, Okay. Now, Layla had a baby, and everybody was wondering, even people that is for Gotti, why, he signed Layla Samia. He's never signed a R&B artist or anything like that. It just seemed weird. He went and took her a car, a truck or something like that, a Maybach truck or something, or Range Rover when he signed her. She's from out of Florida. But she says she's a nursing student, and he has a thing for nurses. And one thing that I see about Lehla Samia, because Gotti has a type, it seems like everybody on his label has a type. She looks kind of reminds you of Ari, Moneybags woman, except for she looks, better in the face than Ari. Okay, it might be Ari's cousin. Okay, but she kind of reminds you of that. And her music was never. People was like, well, he ain't dropping her. She's not dropped, but her music is not. She can sing. I don't like to take that from her. She's a nurse. She said she was a nursing student. I'm sure that turned him on because there's been rumors the nurse that he had been linked to a long time ago. If it wasn't Layla, it was. If it wasn't Layla, she looks similar to Layla. She or is her name Leela? Is it this Layla or Leela? Okay, but her music was not really acquired. And they're saying that allegedly that baby is his that she had, and she has been, is him. Okay, that she has been, that he has been seeing, and that's not hard to believe. If I could see Layla being in the background, and because I've seen when she's been at parties, Angela likes her stuff to up until last month. You see what Angela was liking her post, and hey, Angela don't understand that a lot of the Memphis dudes are slimy. Okay, this is the type of stuff that they do. Okay, I wish somebody she should have asked me. Okay, that's why Memphis women are so suspicious, because of all the slimy stuff that Memphis men have done. We see them do. Okay, this is how they do it. Okay, low down. Okay, and so they're saying that she has been the side chick, and the baby allegedly is Gotti's. I don't know, but that's the rumors in the streets. And it's not hard to believe, because you got an artist, you never signed an R&B artist, her music nobody is buying, but she's still on your label and you're still paying for her. See, this is a way when these guys pay for hits and stuff like that, they start signing folks when they got women that they don't necessarily, that they want to be on the, their side chicks on the label and all of that. This is how they fund them.
Watch yourself. No. Welcome to the family. How you doing? Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. How would you do that? Ain't no time to cry, man. We gotta get the money. Hey, look. Ain't no time to be crying. We gotta get the money.
You're my labor whore. Okay, I'll fund you. You give me what I need, but you already know we don't let nobody know about our relationship. As long as I'm taking care of you, you don't worry about what I do. And it's understood that Angela is the front runner, because Angela is who I'm gonna use to um, help my image. She's got more to offer as far as helping me. You see what I'm talking about? So you're in nursing school, you say, okay, at the time, and you say you manifest got it. Okay. She said she manifested him. Okay. And so she said she went into the DM and he answered. It's weird because I didn't even really think that these artists look at their DMs, right? Like about all people, she goes into his DM, and this is how she's able to get a deal from him, right? Even though nobody has really seen her, there have been times where folks felt like she was not, is she still on the label? But she's got the same bags and stuff that he been buying. Angela, we see that. I'm looking at that. She got all that. Every bag Angela has had. She got the CMG chain, that's real, real thick. Um, she's the type that he's always dated, and she a nurse. He likes them nurses. Okay, and so that's the rumor that the baby is his, and that yeah, that the baby is his, and that she has been a side chick. And they say she has been kind of taunting Angela. I don't know. She's from out of Florida, Miami, I believe. Um, I don't know, but that is the rumor that she's not holding back anymore. She's been kind of taunting Angela and all of that. Um, okay, so she's been on tour with Big Boogie. Okay. She's been on tour with Big Boogie as of August the 27th. She has a small baby that allegedly is YOGOTTI's. Okay. I thought she had a boyfriend, but now that's the rumors in the streets. And I can kind of believe that because here's a girl, like I said, that you signed to your label, and and I mean, her music has done nothing. You never had an R&B artist on your label. Okay. And all Layla would want is to be taken care of. So she don't mind Gotti being her sugar daddy. Okay. So it is kind of suspicious how he signed her. And hey, the words get out. The word get out. Because I'm going to tell you how the word be getting out. What happens is when these young women kind of get mad, what they'll do is, yeah, she looks a lot like Ari. What they'll do is they will quietly have their friends and stuff to sell, okay, stories to the media. Start making pages and putting shit out, right? That's kind of how they do it, okay? And so Angela knows something, but Angela was liking her post and all of that, but I'm sure Angela was very she was naive to the situation, okay? She was very naive to the situation. Hey, that's the rumor that Lehla Samia is his artist that he never pushed, but is on his label that he has shared, that Juke was sharing, and all of that. She said she manifested Gotti by going into his DM. She went down in the DM and he answered her, and that's how she ended up getting a deal. That's all fishy. That's fishy to me, child. But I believe it. Child, if I believes it. Okay? um I just believe something is going on. I do. I don't know if this is Angela might have gotten a whiff of it. People have been saying it's been Glorilla. And I was looking at Glorilla's body language. Glorilla is not studying Gotti. She ain't. She is not studying him. So, but not to say that she wouldn't mess with him to help her career. But this girl right here who has been in the background, that sounds more like it. That would be more like it because she's more his type. She's been quiet, and people were so confused on why is this girl on his label. She pops up. I mean, her music is not selling. It's weird. She quietly has a baby. They're saying it's this baby. Now I looked at the baby. The baby cute. Let me see. I can get that picture of that baby. It didn't have no big head or nothing. We'll look at it again together. But it was an adorable little baby. I don't like talking about babies, okay? But we shall see. We'll see. Angela can't talk about it because he made sure he had her to sign a contract. So whatever went on, Layla's people, whoever she had to leak it, she might not now because Angela gone on. But if Angela ever goes back to him, then she'll probably have her people to leak some more. Okay, we know what these chicks be doing. Y'all ain't slick. I'm a woman myself. When these women want something out, they gonna leak it and try and play innocent. Okay, except for me, I ain't gonna leak nothing. I'ma tell it, bitch. I'm the woman hoe. I'm his woman hoe, because it ain't gonna never be no secret. Okay. But anyways, you guys, we gotta watch that. Okay? We gotta watch that. I believe that's true. I just believe, rather than Glorilla, this has more of validity to it. I believe he's kept her in the background, and people ain't been able to understand why a girl is signed to his label, and he has to take care of her on that label. That people ain't buying her music or requesting her or shit else. I think that the rumor is true. Okay. I believe. Okay. Anyways, we got to watch this more, you guys. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely hit up the Cash App or the Super Chat. I do love you guys. Talk to you later.